What's going on, guys? So in this video, I'm talking to someone I met at the gym the other day, actually a couple months ago. We've been talking for a while. He's an entrepreneur. He started a YouTube channel, and he's also lost over 100 pounds in under a year. So I kind of wanted to talk to him about his journey, how losing weight, how business, entrepreneurship, and just success in any area can be translated to anything, and it's just a process you have to know how to do and certain steps you got to take. So hope you guys enjoy this. All right, guys, so I'm here with Joey.
What's going on? What's going on, guys? It's Joey. I met Tanner here at the gym at LA Fitness, and I'm 205 pounds right now, and I used to be over 315 pounds when I was 16 years old. My whole life, I was overweight. I was always the obese kid, the chubby kid, the fat kid. I played football for 14 years, so I was left tackle, and that was just my position. That's what I wanted to do. And then after high school, I did not want to continue playing football. I decided to change some things, and I was looking into how I could change my entire life. Through studying the different foundations of success when it comes to weight loss, I was able to funnel all the necessary information into my brain and achieve 100-pound weight loss. So I'm so glad that I have. It's crazy. I mean, you don't really think about the positives that come out of changing your life just by losing 100 pounds, or I'm sure the same thing with
how you look.
Other than how you look, yeah. I mean, so many benefits come from just losing weight, like losing 100 pounds. My entire life changed. Now I'm not living life through the eyes of a fat guy, right? Which lives a completely different lifestyle. People treat you differently, they talk to you differently, they just respect you differently. And so now I'm living on the opposite side of the spectrum of that. It's life-changing. I'm also inspiring other people to change their lives, and it's a crazy ripple effect that happens just because you succeed.
And that's kind of the point of this video, guys. The topic is how same principles apply no matter what when it comes to success or achieving something, whether if you're doing art or you want to be an entrepreneur, or if you're losing weight, fitness, whatever it is, the same principles apply. I know we've talked about this before, and they've definitely heard me talk about my story. The whole process, I assumed you didn't like something, you want to change something, and you figured out a goal, and you went and you learned how to do that. Now, did you learn everything online? Were you watching YouTube videos, or how'd you learn how to change? Because a lot of people would love to lose 10 pounds, let alone 100.
Oh, so yeah, easy. Well, and like you said when you were first talking about this, that you want to change something. You have to want to change something. You have to want that desire bad enough to actually change something, and that's the very first step. Is you have to want whatever it is. You want $1 million, you want that Lambo, you want that dream body, you want that dream girl. You have to want it bad enough, and if you're not taking the right steps, then that's a very clear way of life telling you just don't want whatever you want bad enough.
Now, did you teach yourself everything, or did you have like a trainer, or what was that process?
Yeah, no, I didn't have a trainer. I taught myself everything through YouTube. I think you did the same, pretty much exact thing.
YouTube and Google.
YouTube and Google, yeah, the internet. It's crazy how powerful of a tool it is. Yeah, I mean, just YouTube. I started looking into dieting and how dieting works, how intermittent fasting works, I mean, what all these different techniques are and how to make it work for me, and just free, valuable content online. There's so much valuable content that people like to share, so you just gotta take it for its advantages.
Now, how many times did you fail or try diets that didn't work, or do it wrong?
Yeah. I mean, without those failed diets, without those days or even months where I would plateau with my dieting or with my working out, I wouldn't get any bigger. It was because of those failures and those times that forced me to learn more through YouTube and Google, and all those failures that helped me get over that. Tons. Yeah, a ton. It was a ton of trial and error.
So if you guys aren't seeing the pattern here, let me tell you my quick background on my story with just business, because they both relate, like I said. So I went and I learned for a couple months how to start an Amazon business. I went and I tried, and I failed for 6 months straight. I failed 4 different products, tried different things, but through those 6 months, I was continually learning, because I knew it worked. I was doing something wrong. If other people can make money on Amazon, if other people can lose weight, and I'm not, then I'm obviously doing something wrong. It's not like, oh, this doesn't work. Yep. Oh, I can't lose weight, it's just me. You just have to learn what you're doing wrong, adjust, and it can take time. It's gonna take trial and error most of the time, but you will have small successes even when you fail, and it all just leads to that ultimate bigger picture. Now, how did fitness and getting in shape, losing that weight, change your life, other than, let's just say, okay, you lost the weight, you got more confidence, but let's talk about business-wise. How did it change? Because were you going to school at the time? Were you working? What were you doing?
Yeah, totally. At the time, I was in school, and it was kind of hard to be on a college budget while I was trying to switch up my spending habits and eating healthier and stuff like that. But since then, I've dropped out of school. I started doing Amazon FBA because of Tanner. I was inspired by Tanner. Outside of being physically fit and having that kind of success, once you achieve a great success in your life, or at least once you can realize a great success that you've achieved, I've found that you don't just look look at what you've accomplished, like what you've got because of that success, you look at how you got there. And it was those key factors, it was those underlying reasons that you got what you achieved. So I achieved 110-pound weight loss success, a journey, but I know what it took to get there, as in like consistency. Consistency is a huge foundation for success. If you're not being consistent with the right things, you're not gonna get absolutely anywhere. Taking action, not just studying, actually doing what it takes to be successful. Because knowledge is power, but it's only powerful if you apply it.
Exactly, and I have a little twist on that, like myself. Yes, you learn like the dedication and the persistence and the consistency and whatnot, but it's almost like you learn a process when you find your first great success. You figure out almost how to teach yourself how to do something, and once you see it successful, so let's say you go through, you teach yourself, you fail, you find success, you find there's almost a process to success when it comes with anything. It's not just, oh, I know how to be successful on Amazon, oh, I know how to lose weight now. There's a process that's more general where it's, okay, I need to identify my goal, and I need to learn doing this, and I need to take these steps. And once you find success doing that once, you're like, oh, this works, I can go apply this same methodology that I just used to anything, whether it's weight loss or you're now doing it with business, and you're in the stages of trying, having many successes, having failures, and it'll only get better from there. Same with your weight loss, you found that big success, and now it's just going up and up and up. Yeah,
totally. And I want to add to that, it really is all about how you can self-educate, because none of us were really taught that. All of us were taught to go through a system of schooling and then go on to college and then go on to get a job.
You mean like everyone have a mentor?
I didn't have a mentor. What? Isn't that crazy? I had a dog, I didn't have a mentor.
Same thing.
Yeah.
So you cheated pretty much?
Yeah, pretty much.
Me too.
You really do learn how to unwire your brain and rewire your brain because of the successes that you achieve by yourself through your own self-education. And like Tanner was saying, you figure out your own process instead of, okay, well, if your brain is wired to go from high school to college, college to a job, that's one means of success. You can achieve success through that one system, but there are plenty of other systems that I don't think a lot of kids are really being shown how to discover for themselves. Once you can step outside of that realm, outside of societal's kind of grip and their system, and figure out your own system, then you can apply it, like you said, anywhere and find success in weight loss, dating, and finances.
Yeah, and don't think that means because you found success in one thing in that methodology that you're not gonna fail doing those new things. I know I'm gonna fail, I expect it, and I fail faster now.
You want to fail,
yes,
so you
because
can
then
learn.
I know what doesn't work,
exactly.
What does work.
Yeah.
You fail faster, so instead of maybe taking me 6 months to go start a business, now it's gonna take me 4, and maybe the next time it takes less, and you can almost skip failures. But it's the same thing. I know what I need to teach myself, I know what I'm good at, what I'm not good at, and I really focus on my strengths, not really as much my weaknesses.
Yeah, no, self-awareness is huge, for sure. You definitely have to be super self-aware. It all just ties back to self-growth, you know, reading books and educating yourself and continually growing your mind, your body, your spirit. Like, that's why Tanner's in the gym every day, because sure, his mind is just at 100% right now. It's on fire, but at least for me on my channel, I like to preach a healthy balance of mind, body, and spirit, because that's what makes us us. Like me, what makes me Joey is I have a body, and that's important to a certain degree, just like my mind is important to a certain degree.
Well, it almost shows who you are a little bit in a certain aspect, because
right, yeah.
Of course you can't judge someone completely physically, but it just shows.
It does, yeah. You can.
It shows traits of someone,
yeah,
for the most part.
If you see someone fit walking down the street, you're gonna like subconsciously or consciously say, okay, well, this guy knows what it takes to put in the work. And you see someone that's, you know, maybe morbidly obese walking down the street, and you kind of question how he handles life and the decisions that he makes, his decision-making process. I'm sure that plays into hiring processes, lots of things in your life.
Of course, you can't just like straight judge someone like that, but
yeah,
we're kind of generalizing here. We don't
actually. Yeah.
I want to keep it real here for a second, because
we're all about keeping it real.
Some of my stuff, whether it was trying to make more money, looking better, going to the gym, a lot of it's ego-driven. Some of it is, and it's not in the sense of, oh, I want to be better than this person and let them know. And there's a difference. You can have an ego to yourself. I definitely do, but it's not like I portray that on other people or expect that of other people or go around kind of bragging. I'm very humble, but a lot of it's ego driven. I want to be the best at everything I do, no matter what it is. If it's fitness, I want to be bigger than Joey. I want to be leaner than Joey. Now, I'm not gonna go pair myself up against everyone, but I just want to be better than myself. But yeah, a lot of it's ego driven. Making money, that can't be a long-term thing, because that will die out fast, especially when you find failure. So there has to be more behind it, but there will be some ego behind it, because I want to look good. I want to make more money than this guy or this guy. And a lot of it's almost like a ranking system in society, which I like playing, but then I hate playing at the same time.
Yeah, life is one big game.
You will fail if you just only play that, where you have to find a balance, because you're gonna want to. Almost everyone has that feeling, has that ego, wants to look good, whether it's for girls or to look better than someone else, or to make more money for yourself, but then also want to make more than someone else. So don't feel like you're a bad person if you have that ego, or I don't know if I should call it ego.
No, I totally get you.
But as long as you're humble, you can have whatever motivates you, what drives you, as long as it works for you. Because if I was comparing myself all day, as soon as I have a bad month, I could just stop. I'd feel like I'd want to stop. But if I'm comparing it to myself and not really pairing it up that much, then I can continue that way.
Yeah, totally. And I mean, seeing the fruits of your labor for sure will grow your ego. And it really sucks because when you're first starting to do something and you want to try and lose weight for the first time, it's gonna suck because you're not used to doing what the new lifestyle that you've set out for yourself. So you're gonna fail, you're gonna fail, you're gonna fail. But when you start to see success, when you start to see the fruits of your labor, then that's also going to help your ego grow, which is also going to keep you going because you're like, oh, well, I've done this, like I can do so much better. And it also plays into that video that you dropped, I think like last week or a couple days ago, where you said it was the selfish video, being selfish. Yeah, like it's a healthy kind of selfish. It's a good selfish. It's a selfish as in like, I want to grow myself, I want to be better. So, and in return, because of that, you can help other people. I wanted to lose 110 pounds and I did not realize that after I lost 110 pounds, I would inspire most of all of my family to get into shape. And now I started a YouTube channel helping hundreds of people want to change their lives. And that was a byproduct of me wanting to fix myself. I didn't even think about other people, but because I fixed myself, I can help other people. I'm sure you can do the same thing.
And you lose friends because of that, and it might seem selfish, but in the long run, you have to look at it.
Yeah.
It's like, if I'm going to be selfish with my time and effort and lose friends or not help certain people with certain things, because down the road I have bigger plans where it's going to benefit them more, you have to be selfish. Even if other people don't understand, who cares? It's your life.
It is.
What you want.
It's calculated risk taking. Yeah, exactly. It's your life, whatever you want. And like Gary Vee is really good with all this motivational stuff, you know, like don't listen to other people and stuff like that. But you know, it's true. You gotta find yourself. You gotta identify yourself. You gotta work on yourself. You gotta make yourself like the best person you can be, and it's just gonna attract success. You don't chase success, it comes to you. If there's one thing I'm gonna leave you guys with,
don't sit on fences after leg day.
Do not sit on fences after leg day. The one thing I wanna leave you guys off with today is that every single day, at the end of the day, look back at today and analyze what you did to go closer to your goals. Because if you put it off until tomorrow, tomorrow doesn't exist. The future does not exist. The tomorrow is not a promise, and yesterday does not exist either. It's just a memory. All we have is the present moment. So if you wasted today, if you didn't even take one step towards that girl that you wanted, towards the money that you wanted, that house that you wanted, that body that you wanted, if you didn't take one step today, don't count on taking a step tomorrow, because it's probably not gonna happen. So take action today.
And if you're finding small successes, no one cares what you did yesterday. It's all about what you're doing today.
Exactly.
My thing I'll leave you guys with is success is a process. It can translate to pretty much anything. And again, it's not super detailed, it's general, where it's teaching yourself, learning, finding failures, what you're doing wrong, adjusting those, and keep doing that. Because so many people quit fast as soon as they find one failure, something not working, or they don't like it, they think it's hard. But once you find that one process, you learn what it is, you know those feelings of failure and what to expect with most things. And again, there'll always be random things thrown at you, but success is a process. Learn how to teach yourself and how that process works for you. You can pretty much apply it anywhere.
100%.
So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you go check out Joey. He'll be the first link in the description. He's almost at 1,000 subscribers, I think.
Yeah, we're getting there.
So we need to go get him to that. So make sure you go subscribe to him. And
Love you guys.
I'll see you guys in the next video.
Later.